Washington Post. Laura Jo, I think you stuck your hand in front of it. So we are on. Just don't go in front of the camera.
What?
You want to be seen doing this?
This is Norm Macdonald. Norm.
Say what? Wait, Norm. Say one more time.
Do you want to be seen doing this?
No, and I'm not. Until I was. Can
This
we start
is
over?
live. No, we can't. It's live. You can't start over. So I'm Jeff Edgers. I'm the national arts reporter at the Washington Post. We are backstage. This is what happens behind the scenes when an author
That's what I told you.
is signing his books. Norm,
Yes, sir.
you're Norm Macdonald.
Yes, I'm Norm Macdonald. I used to be on the TV, but now
well, you still are on TV.
I'm an author.
Norm has written this book, Norm Macdonald, based on a true story, a memoir. How would you describe this book?
It's a book that it's a book that instead of facts, I used truth.
Is that a good? Do you think people will understand that?
No, they might not understand that.
Yeah.
It's partly fact and partly fiction, as Chris Gustafson would say.
And what are you doing right now?
Now I'm
very
doing
mechanical.
This, yes, the thing that this is not my idea. I'm signing my name on a bunch of books. The problem is later people will want me to write something to them. You know, like you say this is Deceive, your best friend ever, stuff like that. I get a lot of that.
But you feel like this is saving a lot of time.
No, I don't. I'm just doing what I'm told, like some kind of monkey, you know, with an organ.
So Norm, this book is, there are many things we could say about this book, but it details your time on Saturday Night Live, right?
That's right. It details my time on Saturday Night Live.
It talks about your celebrity friendships.
Yes, I've friends with lots of celebrities. I make it a point to have no non-celebrity friends.
Adam Sandler, he's in there, right?
Yeah, I realize that people that aren't celebrities are worthless.
Through the writing of this book, or
Through the
just
writing
in
of
your
this
life?
book, yeah, I started thinking about people, started thinking about my life, and I said, geez, you know, my mom and dad, what's so big about them? Nobody ever heard of them. But Sherry O'Terry is a different story.
So, thank you. We've been waiting for that. I hadn't asked my Sherry O'Terry question yet. I may not. So, and this book, so how much of this book,
Now, I'm
says
being helped doing this, by the way, so people know. Oh, or who's seen on this?
well, she can't, I don't think we can see her because she does not want to be on film, but it's a
Why
qualified,
witches? It's ridiculous.
how would you like to describe?
I'm
You're our host, aren't you, Katie? What's your name?
Jackie.
Sorry, Jackie. I apologize. Her name's Jackie. The reason I don't remember is she's not famous.
So this book, how much, it's based on a true story. Is there a percentage you'd say that is true?
Well, it's all true. It's all true, but you know, it's not factual. Like you know, Jeff here deals with journalism, where it's facts. So he's a man who deals in facts. But I'm not.
But the distinction is sometimes you can have something that's factually correct, but is actually untrue,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Like, for example,
Everything you write. No, yes, you know that, you know, fact can be bent to any shape and to convince anyone of anything, and truth is a whole different matter. Truth has no agenda.
so this book was written by, you had a ghostwriter, right?
Yes, and a ghostwriter named Terrence Keane.
And is he here tonight?
Terrence Keane is here tonight.
Okay. And you get into all the episodes that you talk about.
I may as well, whatever.
What?
I don't want to spoil part of the book, so we won't talk about Terrence Keane anymore.
And
He'll be here tonight in spirit.
so one thing that's important is tonight we're actually going to carry this event live at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? Yeah?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock
7 o'clock.
on Facebook.
Facebook Live, Washington Post. We're going to carry Norm's reading and question and answer session over at 6 and I, which we're just so lucky to be here. But we have a big crowd. But if you couldn't be here, you couldn't be in town, you're going to get to experience Norm live. So, anything else?
We have a question from Jason Schleicher. What is your favorite choice in cheese?
Where's Jason?
That's a Monty Python sketch. My favorite choice in cheese, I'll go out on a limb and say cheddar. Cheddar cheese. Maybe not the most popular of cheeses, but I like it.
Where are these questions coming from?
From our Washington Post audience on
Oh,
Facebook.
great.
Oh,
That's
wonderful.
exciting.
Well, they certainly
Yeah.
seem well read.
Do you have any other questions?
Is that it?
Lena
Cheese
said, "What are you doing? Signing books, right?"
Yes. And there's no other answer except yes for that. Unless I wasn't doing it, and then my answer would be no. Anything else?
What's your favorite OJ joke from Ryan Policinski?
Oh, my favorite OJ joke was one time they showed his, Johnny Cochran, his lawyer, put on his hat, put on OJ's hat in court, and then my joke was OJ didn't help his cause any when he jumped out and yelled, "Hey, hey, hey! Easy with that. That's my favorite stabbing hat."
That's good.
We have a
I think
question.
it's
He didn't
actually.
help his cause any.
I think it's lucky stabbing.
Lucky. Yeah, it is.
We have a question from Jace.
That's my lucky stabbing hat.
We have a question from Jace. Will you be upset if you get a statue made out of you like Gordon Lightfoot?
They made a statue of Gordon Lightfoot? Were you aware of that? Would I be upset? Well, Gordon Lightfoot, I hope they made a statue of him from when he was a young man. But I'm a huge Gordon Lightfoot fan, so no, I would be honored by that.
And Paul David Kushner asks, "How is it working with Mike Tyson?"
Well, I've never met Mike Tyson. We were just talking about that,
Yeah.
Jeff and I, that Mike Tyson had a funny line that he said, I don't know, Norm Macdonald, because he says, people keep coming up to me, asking me, I can't do Mike Tyson, obviously. So he said, everywhere I go, people say, hey, you work with Norm Macdonald, you work with Norm Macdonald. I never met Norm Macdonald, I don't know Norm Macdonald. I don't know Norm Macdonald from a can of paint. The only thing I know about Norm Macdonald is he's very famous. So I thought that was like Yogi Berra, I don't know Norm Macdonald, but I know he's very famous.
And Tony
But
Burkhart.
yeah, he does all his parts. This is a show called Mike Tyson Mysteries, in which I play one of his pigeons. And I do my parts from a recording studio. He does his parts from his giant mansion in Las Vegas. So, but I might go there and interview him for my podcast.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a fun guest. I very much like Mike Tyson. Very much
That's
like-
worth noting. You've restarted the video podcast. You
Oh,
did
yes.
one with Stephen Merchant. Do you have more that are already recorded?
Yes, in the can.
In the
I have
can,
some
yeah.
In the can.
Who's on them? Can we?
Who do I have that's
Can
in
we
the
give any-
can?
Yeah, who's in the can?
A boy named Bobby Lee
Yeah.
is one of the new faces, the future of comedy. Margaret Cho. Not exactly the future of comedy, but she now hosts Fashion Police. And a delightfully funny man. I didn't know how funny he was, but he was hysterically funny. One of the best episodes we've done was with Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
Yes, the
Yeah.
impressionist from Saturday Night Live, but much more than an impressionist.
Yeah.
Fascinating guy. I first met him, I was in Boston, and I was just in a hotel, and he was there with Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. I said, what are you guys doing? Well, they were writing South Park. So I said, Bill, you write South Park? Like he was on Saturday Night Live. So it was very strange to me that he also wrote South Park. I go, so you wrote South Park first and then you just continued? He goes, no, I wrote South Park after. So he said he loved South Park so much, and the structure of it was so good. He wanted to learn structure so he could write a movie. And he went to these guys and asked if he could do it. And he also did the same thing with Pixar. He wanted to learn how to write for that kind of movie because he had an idea. So he went to Pixar. He said, I'm Bill Hader. I do Stefan on Saturday Night Live. laughs. You've seen me, and so it was really cool. He wants to learn things, so that's how he does it for free. He goes,
It's like an apprenticeship,
yes,
except that he's famous.
it's like he's like auditing.
Yeah.
Things. Well, I remember David Geffen said, like when he first came to Hollywood, he would have lunch with a different guy every day, and within a few months, he'd had lunch with everybody.
Hmm.
Everybody wants to have lunch.
So, do we have any more questions?
We got one last question. What's your special guest, your
I
favorite
think there
special
was
guest
one
on
last
SNL?
question.
Yeah.
Well, there might be more, but maybe for this section.
You're
For
gonna
this
resume.
session.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was the question?
Who was your favorite special guest on SNL? From David Wynn.
Special guest.
Yeah.
You mean like a guest host?
Yeah, I guess
Like
so.
a host.
Yeah.
Like a host.
Yeah.
A guest host is like the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
With Johnny Carson. My favorite host was Bob Newhart because Lauren would always ask who we wanted as a host. And people would say people that I didn't know because I don't know new things. And very often, like the first episode I was ever on, the musical guest was I still can't remember.
Nirvana?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I just incredible memory. No, I just guessed because it was your first episode was probably like 93.
Right, yes, it was
Yeah.
Nirvana.
He researched.
Yeah.
So it was Nirvana, which
Yeah.
we somehow knew. So I didn't know. Other people were like, "Oh, Nirvana," and I didn't even watch them. And then they were no more, and because Kurt Cobain was no more, and Kurt. And so my favorite. So Lauren would always ask guests. So people would always pick young hip guys, and I would say Bob Newhart every week. Bob Newhart. Let's get Bob Newhart. So finally we got Bob Newhart. I wrote a sketch for Bob Newhart, and he used it. He asked me, can I use that in my stand-up? He used my thing I wrote in stand-up because Bob Newhart does like one-way conversations, and so my sketch I wrote for him was a one-way conversation that he was a postal supervisor, and he was talking to a disgruntled employee at the post office, and that was the idea of it. And he really liked it. And he did it in his act, and it was one of the high points of my life.
Was there a joke in that one? Do you remember? I mean,
The joke.
I know there was a joke in that one, but is there a joke you remember in that one?
Well, Bob Newhart would go. Bob Newhart would go like, "I'm reading your report, Mr. Henshaw, and I can't help but notice that when we asked how you would describe yourself in one word, you said you said disgruntled. That's a kind of a red flag here at the post office. Now, when we asked you what the worst part of your job was, you said working beside the devil. Now, I looked at the records, and you worked beside Bill Waterston, and I've known him 30 years, and no, I'm not calling your dog a liar. I'm just saying.
What an honor, though, huh?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled.
All right, so
Having a childhood hero read my. Here's an interesting story too.
oh, I'm sorry.
Sort of.
We
Oh,
were going to
no,
go
sorry.
a little more, right?
Well, I was just going to say I met Don Adams one time, the great Don Adams, who played Maxwell Smart on Get Smart. And Don Adams told me that he was working in Chicago, and he lost all his money in a craps game. And that night, Bob Newhart, a young unknown man, Bob Newhart handed him this material to read, and he read it, and he said, "This is fantastic material, but I have no money. I can't pay you." And so that was what Don Adams told me. Then later, I told the story. I recounted the story to Bob Newhart, and he said, "That's what he told you, huh?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well," he goes, "this is what really happened. He goes, the first part was true. I showed him the material, and then three weeks later, I watched him do it on the Mike Douglas show."
That's good. I like that. All right, so obviously tonight many Don Adams stories, right? But this book is really, I'm saying this genuinely, this is a very, very, very good book. Very special book.
Oh, thank you.
And
I know you called it special, which is very nice.
well, it's wildly creative and entertaining, and it's great, you know. I mean, but I'm not a book critic. You'll have to understand that. I actually can barely read, but it's a great book. You should come and hear Norm, and also pick up a book. You know, he pre-signed it for you.
Yes. And if you can't come in person, you can order the book on Amazon.com, or you can go to your local bookstore and support your local.
But you're going to sign books tonight after you're done, right?
Yes, I'm going to sign
So
books.
there'll be double signed.
Absolutely,
All right,
yeah.
thanks, and we'll see you back here.
Yeah, 7 o'clock, Washington Post.
All right, in the airport, SFO. Wait, you want to be on it?
Be on it.
You're on it right now. It's very dark though. You got a lot of hearts though.
I got a lot of heart.
Yeah. They usually there's comments. No one's commenting. Oh wait, I hid chat. That's why. Maybe I just hid chat now. Chat hidden. Oh, I don't want that. Oh yeah, now people are watching.
So this is a live video.
Yeah, they go.
Does
Is
it,
that
like-
your girl? No.
Does it cut off at any point?
Hi from Scotland. No, it keeps going. Because how you doing, mystery chick? Because she's flexible.
Oh, this is awkward.
Are you wheeling at the airport? Who is this lovely gal? What's your name?
Hannah.
This is a Hannah. She's gorgeous. She's not too smart, is she? Oh, that's not nice.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Says, hi, Hannah. I can't, it goes so fast. Marry me, Hannah, says Scoper.
Oh,
Hey,
weird.
Hannah, says Capscat. Hi, Hannah. It's not Hannah, it's Hannah. Are you hitting on her, says Sam Athen? No. It's not nice to say. Where's Hannah from? Fresno? Zero gravity chair? I don't know. Is that what this is called?
Future chair.
Yeah, we
Future
call it a
chair.
future chair.
We call it the future chair.
Hannah, get away from that creep, says Dim Twit. That's not nice to say. Dom does this. Take her to the first class lounge. Oh, I'm sorry, there's people sitting in these two chairs.
Sorry.
Sorry, man. Hope they come back soon, because
I know. Otherwise, you're going to be the asshole that never let anyone sit down, and
I
then you
know.
just get up and leave.
everyone hates me in the airport. Oh, it says, Hannah's in the future chair. Is there any future with Hannah? That's funny. Is she a comedian? No, we just met her. Is that a guitar? Yes. That's Josh's guitar. That's a nice table. Okay, now you're just getting idiotic. What does Hannah think of Trump's tax plan? Says M. Trump.
Oh, wow. That's actually a real question.
Big question. Hannah Solo, says Cogs. Hannah looks like a gymnast, says Scout. Tell her to let her hair down, says Nidiker. We're not like monkeys. Just do whatever you say. Does Hannah like fat guys from Wisconsin? Oh, what does Hannah do for a living? What do you do?
I teach yoga,
Oh, well, they were right.
and I work at a sports bar.
Oh, people were right about your
I know.
yoga. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, she teaches yoga and works at a sports club. Is she going to work out? No, we're not doing anything.
We're getting on a plane.
Yeah, we're just getting on a plane. Albert says, yoga, I'll be right there. They love yoga girls.
Apparently.
Yeah, people are going nuts now. Downward dog, honey. That's disgusting. Come on, guys. You're better than that.
This is so weird.
Jeez, man. Yoga Berra.
Oh, that's sad. Too soon.
Yeah, that's too soon, guys. Will she be drinking on the airplane, says Mike?
Not
Yeah.
likely.
A little too early. I think.
Unlikely.
A little too early. Enough of Hannah, Georgia or Alabama. Go Dogs.
I don't know.
What's the weirdest yoga student you ever had, Hannah?
What's the weirdest yoga student I've ever had? I have one guy that comes in and he never does anything that the class is doing.
Yeah.
He only stays for 10 minutes and then he leaves. But he does it for this whole studio. He comes
Yeah.
to every class and that's what he does.
And he only
every
goes for
single
10
class.
minutes.
Yeah.
And do you feel like he's just looking at girls, or
No, we're not really sure.
really just
Yeah.
an eccentric? He must have a lot of money because he pays, right?
Well,
pays for the hour.
This is for a gym yoga class.
Oh, it's free if you belong to the
Yeah,
gym.
it's part of the gym. But he does it
What
with
gym
all
is
the
it?
teachers.
What gym do you work? Well, maybe you don't want to say.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I
Yeah,
should say
you
that.
probably shouldn't say. Everybody's asking Hannah questions.
Fortune America is patron guest.
Oh, now you want to
Quailing Park, please make your way back.
Where would Hannah go if she could travel through time? Whatever, low jump. Low jump. I've hit every comic with the same. And then you laughed in your act.
I can't believe Norm Macdonald here, Baggage Claim, the talk show. Norm, it's so good to see you. Norm,
Yeah, how
you and
you
I
doing,
golfed
Bob?
together. Do you remember that? We golfed together. You
We
came to my
did.
office.
That's right,
I
at
did. We bet
Witsit.
at Witsit. You came
Yeah.
all the way up the stairs and you hung out.
I was all tired.
And then the
and
next
we
day-
had you had the pilot for the Larry Sanders show.
Oh, that's right. I was reading for it.
Reading
for
for
Hank.
it.
For
Yeah,
Hank. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I ran into. Why am I blanking on his name? You know who I'm talking
Jeffrey
about.
Temple.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
He kept rubbing in how he got it. So Norm, I'm a huge fan. You know that. But we started out. I guess. Technically we started out together, didn't
That's
we?
right.
And now that you are really. And I hear you're in the Creature from the Black Lagoon show at Universal. You play the Creature on Wednesdays and Fridays. Is that true? Very
Well,
excited.
partially. It's,
Yeah.
It's a little
But
blown out of proportion.
Are you still Canadian, or did you
Yes.
renounce that after 9/11?
What?
9/11. Remember what happened? That's Norm Macdonald right there. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, no bags yet. I guess I have to talk to him more. So Norm, what you got coming up? You want to promote? You got any gigs out there?
Yeah, I got gigs, man. I got a whole bunch of them, but I can't remember what they are.
Yeah. That's Norm. He's probably almost 50 now, and it doesn't really click like it used to. But he's still funny as all heck. Norm, you know that's bad body language with your arms folded because you're closing yourself out. Hey, relax. Yeah, you're a good-looking guy. You shouldn't really be ashamed. You know, I saw a bag over there with flowers all over it. Maybe that's your carousel.
What?
There were flowers on it. Let's be honest. So who you were talking to? That was another comic. Was it? Oh wait, nothing. Look at that. Is
We're
that
at
your
the
buddy?
wrong carousel.
Norm, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Bob. Respect, man.
Back at you.
Norm Macdonald is a comedian's comedian, a man who has earned both respect from his peers and laughs from the audience.
There are obviously a lot of entertaining celebrities, but Norm Macdonald used to come on our show in the early days, and those were, I thought, great television because we never knew what was happening, and it was always teetering on the edge of, it was all about to blow up. It's all about to fail, and it would always end brilliantly. And then he that he stopped coming around, and it was just a period that passed. And I was always sad about that because I thought, we're a very celebrity-conscious age, and people always think that the best guests are the biggest celebrities. Sometimes, the best guests are these people that you have a weird connection with, and it's compelling television. People see and they talk to me about it later on. Like, I'll be out in the world walking around, and people will say, "I saw that when you were with Harlan, or when you were with Norm, or with Will Arnett. That really got wild and crazy in a way that they don't see on television."
But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
What about my career? Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
You know, I learned a little bit about that was Norm. And of course, Norm's a little crazy, but Norm, a big host would come and we'd all get all hopped up, like, okay, Rose is gonna bring in big ratings. Let's get our AP. Where's my goat? I'm gonna throw out a goat. And Norm would sit there in the pitch meeting. We'd all be dead serious. Will would throw out, I'm going to do a cheerleader.
Right.
This one and that. And Norm would be like, yeah, I got a sketch ready. You're going in your pants, and you're just walking around, and you're like, yeah, I'm the guy with the in my pants, I hate this guy, and you look at him like he was nuts, but he knew what he was doing.
Norm knew exactly. Listen, one of the single funniest things I've ever seen in my life is when he did Letterman, how quickly he would throw the sport coat off at the end of the sketch. Nothing made me laugh harder than Norm. Doing Letterman, and I said to him, "What's with the sport?" You know how Letterman, how ill at ease he is with show business.
Yeah.
Norm said, "That's all I had at the beginning. The essence of it was his discomfort." I said, "This guy's a freaking genius."
My apologies to Jenna Elfman. Good night, everybody.
He is a genius. He would warm up the crowd. Now, when I would warm up the crowd, I would warm it up like I was playing the garden, and I wanted to teach everyone a lesson. If I'm cut from tonight, I want you to know I should have been on.
That I was a badass.
Yeah, I'd warm up the crowd, kill. Norm would go up behind me, and he'd go, hey, Jim Brewer and these guys, he's got all these great impressions, So I said, well, I better learn some impressions. So, are you guys all ready? This is my newest impression of these, and I love it. Because here's Ed Sullivan. And I'm like, he's really going to do Ed Sullivan? Like, why would you? He goes, Ed Sullivan introducing the Beatles. And he goes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beatles. Well, I got to work on that one a little bit. I'll see you during the show.
He's got a little Andy Kaufman in him, Norm. He likes to frustrate, titillate a little, but then periodically he'll say something like, I feel sorry for the homeless guy's dog, because the dog's thinking, this is the longest walk I've ever been on.
I give a guy some money out there, a homeless guy in the street, and this is a kind of odd thing. He had a dog with him. You ever see this? He's a homeless guy, but he's got a dog. That kind of odd there. Guy got no home, but he's got a dog. And the dog's really thrilled with this idea, Dog's going, hey, pal, I can do this by myself pretty well here, Like the longest walk in the world you got me on here. What the hell? What the hell kind of a thing? What the deuce?
Norm's hosting a sports show now, Jimbo, on Comedy Central.
Oh, that's dangerous. dangerous. You and I both know that can be very.
Yeah, but that is a panel I volunteer for because I want to be in the blast site of that when that goes off because that is going to be a hoot.
Top story tonight, the NBA is rescheduling Chicago's playoff games around Oprah Winfrey's farewell show. Apparently, the Bulls are taking orders from the cows. Even more surprising than this, Michael Jordan's Hitler mustache. Have you seen these underwear ads? We have some breaking news to report here. This, just off the wire. Reuters News is reporting now that the Mike Tyson app has just raped another app.
Well, you know what? I like Norm Macdonald. Let's give him the money for the week.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, Norm Macdonald. Did you see him on Conan telling that moth joke?
No.
Yeah, you got to see it.
No, I haven't.
Dude, you know how many comics out there don't give a fuck, but kind of still do. You have to kind of still do to eat. That guy
Norm
truly
doesn't. He's so fucking funny.
One of my best opening monologue jokes ever. Did you ever see? Remember that whole thing when he was doing Weekend Update and they told him to make it funnier. So he didn't. He just was more Norm the next week. So eventually, of course, he gets fired. So then, he goes off into the Hollywood world. He's got a TV show or a hit movie or some shit. So now they bring him back to guest host on SNL. And I'm going to butcher this, but he kind of came out. He's like, yeah, so, people know I got fired from this show. So now they got me back hosting, which means either I got a lot funnier or this show sucks. That's what he opened up.
What? You're very kind. In the, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That is my name. When the people here asked me to do the show, I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, I used to do the Weekend Update news routine, you remember that? And, that's where I did the make-believe news jokes, That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, Now with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you don't want it. But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so damn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, well, you'll see later. But okay, so let's recap. The bad news is I'm still not funny. The good news is the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back.
It goes, there's comics, and then there's comics. Is one of the rare comics, which means 6 people think he's funny. Norm Macdonald.
Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well,
Are you serious?
Well, this was written.
Are you serious?
This was written years
Did
ago.
you just write that?
I didn't write it.
Did you just say that?
No, I read it. Yes.
You read that?
It was an old. It was written,
Oh
obviously.
my God Almighty! I'm not part of this.
No, it was written
No,
before.
I'm not part of this. No, you can't read that.
Well.
130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote. Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD, may get off lightly. Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, 1 count of using the word darky. In the wake of the verdict, angry Menendez defense attorney Leslie Abramson said the jury simply chose not to believe the brothers' excuse that they had been sexually abused by their father, and says she knows why. Quote, it's because my clients are black. President Clinton was in Austin, Texas last Monday, the day of the Million Man March. The president said in a speech, I'm here to speak to you today because right now in Washington, D.C., there's like 1 million black guys. In Nashua, New Hampshire this week, a high school student, Chris Connolly, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white. This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African American golfers from the tour. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that.
Do you know the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, I've seen it on every single commercial.
You've seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money.
Can you find out what the quickest way is to the Santa Monica Freeway, please? And don't call me again.
Super Dan.
I don't care about anything. You don't call me again. There's no last minute fill in. There's nothing. Okay? Thank God we're only reaching 50 people.
Wait,
that's all I can tell you.
So he'd invite me over to SNL once in a while to play poker on off nights, on Monday nights or something. and to watch him play poker while watching Monday Night Football and a baseball game, like he was a gambler.
Right.
And I guess somehow one time I found myself on a tape night on a live SNL. I'm in the hallway with a bunch of pages, writers, basically plus ones. Rosie O'Donnell was the host of the show that week, guest host, and height of her fame with Penny Marshall. They were like this famous team, and they'd done a big movie together. And Penny by now is like a big movie director. And I'm in that hallway, where the pages are, where the desk is, and everybody kind of, congregates in that area. It's crowded. It's 10 minutes to showtime. Penny Marshall, at the height of her movie director swag, is walking through the hallway with her head down, sunglasses on, baseball hat, doesn't want to be bothered. Treating all these basically writers and NBC employees and me and Norm as big timing us, pretending we're just looky-loos out on the street. And Norm starts going, starts pointing at her and screaming, "Laverne! Laverne! Laverne!" A month later, I think he was fired for telling OJ jokes. But it really shows that he just wanted to tell the best. Laverne! 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 And she didn't look up. She never knew it was Norm. She's just gone.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, the whole hallway's falling down. Like,
I wonder if he's doing it now. Up there. Up there. She's up there too. Wow, that was a great story.
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now you're back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for me. Survival, positive incorporation. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it.
Why is there an app for everything except how to rape a baby?
Jesus.
One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. That's very good.
That's
you
a
have?
fantastic documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Acid.
Oh, yeah.
That
unwatchable.
I liked it. The DVD commentary.
This is not topical. It's just about. It's as if it's about your life.
How come none of my friends ever have a dungeon? Instead, they all just have rape dungeons. So it's not a regular dungeon. That's what you're saying.
Dungeon.
Thanks for again. The bus. I've never been thrown under an entire Trailways fleet.
Why did the moron throw the clock out the window?
Why?
Because it reminded him of Richard Clock, the man convicted of knife raping his wife. Good God Almighty! Jesus.
Used to be all right.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that one was coming.
Wait, I have a question. So you guys are two very funny females, but when you post videos on the internet, sometimes being a female is a little bit different than if I was to post a video on the internet. What's that like for you two?
We've been called certain things
How
many
do
times.
you deal with that stuff?
I think I'm numb to it now. We've been called everything so many times. I can't even.
In the beginning,
take
it was like,
anymore.
oh my God, I can't believe this. We should just stop doing this. And then now we just don't read the comments and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's the right
I think
way to
the
do it.
last
Are
comment
you guys,
I read
are
was
you
the
guys
guy-
talking about Barfy Man 362?
Exactly.
Is that you?
No, that's that motherfucker. I don't even want to give him attention, but listen, saying those kind of things about me.
Talk to him. Talk to him right now. Talk to Barf.
Listen, Barfy Man 362. No, you cannot rape my mother with a knife.
Now it's official.
Yeah, that's the kind of comment we didn't want to read anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of sandwich makers Bitches, go make me a sandwich.
Those ones bother me less than the knife.
Oh yeah, the raping
mother
ones
stuff.
are worse.
Yeah, you don't want to be raped with a knife.
I'll gladly
I
make
would
a
much rather be
sandwich.
raped with something else.
Yeah.
I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel. Nice guy, Vince Champ. His name was Vince Champ.
Oh, no.
I don't know whatever happened to that fella. But a nice man.
Arrested for rape.
He knows. He knows. And he's not making fun of rape.
It's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy club. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They
friend.
always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college, but when people say, what about the comic?
Yeah. Maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was a bro. Get apart by you.
Michelle Greffy.
Yeah, you got a bad review in the paper. Michelle Greffy. She hates you.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
But the
Tell
New
me
York
some-
Times loves me. But Michelle Greffy hates me.
What's something Michelle said?
She says, all the charm of a date rapist.
But a date rapist has to have charm, right?
That's true. A date rapist has to have a lot of charm, right?
I would imagine so.
Real rapists don't. But date rapists,
They have to have enough charm to get you on a date.
they gotta get you on a date, exactly.
He took your punchline.
Sometimes you'd see guys, like I knew this guy, I don't know if have you ever met a guy who's like, you don't even understand it, but just gets women all the time, and it's like very mysterious.
Yeah.
Like, but like I know this one guy literally got a different woman every night. I'm not even exaggerating. I asked him what his secret was. He said he was a serial rapist.
So for him, it was
I
just
don't think that counts.
perfect.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a man allowed his 8-year-old daughter to take the wheel of his car, and an accident ensued that damaged 7 other cars and injured 6 people, which once again proves my theory: women can't drive. New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings, men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. A celebrated fertility statue, which many believe has the power to make women pregnant, began a nationwide tour this week. The hundreds of women who claim it caused their pregnancies are of different ages, races, and religions. But they all have one thing in common. They are all dirty, dirty whores. A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore. In other show business news, it has been reported that superstar Madonna is pregnant. Although personally I find this a bit hard to believe. I mean, Madonna isn't even married. It's like crazy. And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal. I like that Madonna's baby thing.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
Oh,
you know,
thanks.
it's, I really have to give it to that guy that's the father, you know, Carlos...
Leon.
Carlos Leon?
Or Carlos Leon, I forget which one.
Because you got to have a lot of guts. That means he had sex with Madonna without a condom. Yeah. That's great. Pop singer Madonna was outraged this week when a tabloid photographer snapped her picture while she was breastfeeding her new baby. Apparently, the baby was blocking her nipple. Well, filming has finally begun on the long-awaited life story of Evita Peron, starring pop singer Madonna. According to its producers, the film is 100% historically accurate, except for the part where Mrs. Peron has group sex with the Houston Rockets. Texas millionaire J. Howard Marshall may have died 2 months ago, but as we see here, he and wife Anna Nicole Smith can still enjoy a romantic evening at home. Former Playboy centerfold and Guess jeans model Anna Nicole Smith collapsed this week after she suddenly realized that she actually had sex with this guy. And finally, in entertainment news, ex-Playboy centerfold Anna Nicole Smith has filed for bankruptcy. And saddest of all, she slept with this guy for nothing. Well, the Learning Annex in New York is offering a new course to teach women how to smoke cigars. The fee to enroll in the class is $100. The fee to watch the class is $200. According to a new study from Yale University, in order to duplicate the physique of a Barbie doll, the average woman would have to grow to 7 feet, add 5 inches to her bust, and trim 6 inches from her waist. So ladies, you have your mission, now get to it. Hollywood prostitute Divine Brown has written a book describing in lurid detail exactly what she did with Hugh Grant. The book sells for $25, but for $35 she'll show you. Former British cavalry officer James Hewitt, who was Lady Diana's secret lover, says he will never, ever disclose the contents of more than 100 love letters that she sent to him. This, according to Hewitt's new book, I Banged a Princess. Under a new ordinance, exotic, nude, and topless dancing will be banned in any establishment selling alcoholic beverages in the city of New Iberia, Louisiana, or as I now refer to it, the most horrible place on earth. Exotic dancers say a city ordinance requiring them to keep 4 feet away from their customers will put them out of business in Shoreline, Washington, or as I now refer to it, Nazi Germany. In sports, distance runner Jutta Pippig set a record by winning her 3rd consecutive Boston Marathon, despite suffering from both her period and diarrhea throughout the 26-mile run. In addition, Pippig also set a record for causing the most spectators to make this face at a Boston Marathon. Well, Jocelyn Elder's new book, Jocelyn Elder's MD, came out this week. I read it. After closing out a successful first season, the WNBA is considering several changes to improve the level of play in the league next year. Among the proposals, extending the playoffs, increasing salaries, bringing back the three-point line, and replacing all the female players with guys. The WNBA officials expanded to 10 teams this week, adding franchises in Detroit and Washington, D.C. But before you get too excited about the new additions to the league, remember, all of the players are still women. They stink at basketball, that's the problem. Other than that, it'd be a good, good game, but they're... The next time I watch a WNBA game will be the first time I watch a WNBA game. Hey, WNBA, I got an idea that'll sell some tickets. Shirts and skins. It was a bad week for the restaurant chain Hooters. The company has been forced to pay $3.75 million to settle a sex discrimination suit brought by male job applicants who claim that its policy of hiring only women is unfair. The settlement was hailed as a landmark case for guys who try to ruin everything. According to a new survey by the Women's Vote Project, women would be more likely to vote if they could send in ballots by mail or if polls were open longer. Also, more women would vote if you were permitted to bake your vote. They like to bake. Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentage in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.
Here, Adam, do a joke. All right. A good name for a dog is Syndrome. That then when he tries to attack someone, you can yell "Down, Syndrome."
Don't laugh.
It's not. I mean, it's yeah.
That's like
it was a little insensitive, I guess.
Some of the 200 Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by extremists in Nigeria have been forced to marry their kidnappers. And worse than that, they've been forced to laugh at their husbands' stories, even after hearing them for the umpteenth time.
You know something.
Yeah, I know.
It's very hard to make a joke about those girls who are kidnapped. When I hear about those things, that is one of the worst. You know,
and yet you got a big laugh out of yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got it.
Now, as an old-timey broadcaster, do you have other old-timey broadcaster friends?
Well, they did. Mike Wallace was a great friend. Mike was a grand guy. I said, he had dementia at the end. That's funny to you, huh? You know, Macdonald, I want to tell you.
No, it's a very odd thing to say.
If you're looking to broaden your horizons, I don't think it's wise to laugh at someone who had dementia.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing that you said.
He was
you
the best.
Just said.
I loved him.
Mike Wallace was a great guy. He had dementia at the end.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Why are you laughing? You think the grilling grates are flimsy?
No.
No, they're heavy-duty grilling grates. They deliver exactly what you need to achieve when you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Why are you laughing? You're making a mockery out of the man grate.
I'm pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
No, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child rapist, you try not to laugh when he looks at you.
Oh, come on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not, but I know you want people to laugh.
Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not
Fish chose victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. But why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack? Why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
You're thinking like Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they kill prostitutes.
Exactly. Nobody really cares about prostitutes. But you're exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about? Okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again. That they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous.
Well, it's kind of outrageous for you. Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines.
What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy.
Oh, 9/11.
You know, don't laugh at 9/11
What?
again. 9/11. I tried to tell him not
Way
to
to go,
laugh.
Adam.
I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. Do you want to hear my impression of the
That's going to be you if you don't lose weight.
Do you want to hear my impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why'd you laugh at that?
You said it.
Johnny Carson died at 80 years old.
Okay, Johnny Carson died at 80 years old. Would you like to hear my impression? Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
Do you know about this girl? She's mad at you. She was on the Greg Fitzsimmons show. Did you hear anything about this?
I know Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Greg does a show for us, and Greg was interviewing some girl, and she was going off.
I know who it is.
What's the girl's name?
You know, me and Norm have worked with her before. That's why he's going to laugh when I say the name. Laura Keitlinger. Hates your guts.
Did you know she hates you?
No.
Oh my God! Do you want to hear the clip? All right. Okay,
When Dirty Work came out, Comedy Central had a show called Canned Ham. It promoted movies, and me and Norm did it.
Oh, she hosted.
And she was the host.
You
And she
like her,
seemed,
right?
But she seemed fine.
You have no problem with her.
She was on SNL.
Okay, listen to the comment on this, if you will.
By the way, wait, can I interrupt your old friend, Norm Macdonald? Did you guys write together on,
He's not a friend of mine.
Roseanne, right? Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now, you had a
Oh, boy,
reaction
not
just
a
now to
friend
Norm
at all.
Macdonald. Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in, and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
He was busy pissing in a bucket in front of people.
Well, no, he loves to pit people against each other. He used to find articles where somebody said one thing, and then he'd stand in the doorway and laugh. He'd find an article where Janine said something about Adam, and just create all this havoc. So it's funny that you said that, because he's probably one of the few people I really don't like. Yeah. Norm is someone who really sticks out. Well, because it was such a kind of a vulnerable time, being because it was the first time I'd ever done live TV and stuff, and he really, and for all of us, really kind of made it difficult.
What about Norm Macdonald? You're at war with him as well. You two don't like each other.
Warring with Norm?
Here's what Norm said.
Oh, good.
I got it for you.
Another
All right. Chris and Norm Macdonald apparently hate each other. This is according to my notes. When Norm hosted Saturday Night Live, Chris did not appear on the show. Wow.
Wait, when was it?
In November of '97.
Oh, right.
Norm said of Chris, "I don't know, but to me he seems gay." He claims he's not, but I've never seen a guy who's not gay seem so gay. I don't find him funny. What can I say? Never made me laugh. What happened between? First of all, I don't believe you're gay. Are you? I know someone you dated.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, you did.
And he's certainly had to have laughed at you once or twice.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a funny guy.
Right.
Well, that was the.
I mean, your
Rolling
characters.
Stone
Some of your
article.
characters are effeminate, so maybe people will think you're
Right.
gay.
Like Mango's,
he's gay.
Queer as day.
Right. So
and
Yeah.
So is Norm a homophobe? Is that the problem? He doesn't like gay
definitely
characters?
think he has a problem with
But give me the history of this. I love feuds.
Okay, let's see. I don't know
You
exactly.
didn't appear on the show for a reason. You just
No. I don't. I just think I didn't get my sketches in. It wasn't like I'm not appeering in the show.
And when you're on Saturday Night Live, I've heard this before. When you say you didn't get your sketches in, you have to write your own material. If you don't get it in, if
it doesn't pass muster,
then you're not on the show.
Right.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, every week.
So do you have to hire separate guys to help you write material?
No. I mean they're there. There's there's people you write with normally. So
right. Okay. Because I heard some people don't help other people. You know.
No, some people don't.
Right.
But I'm not. Because I'm not exactly the easiest guy to write for, though. I'm not like. I'm not an everyman. I can't be the boyfriend all the time. I'm more of a freak.
So why Norm Macdonald? I mean, Norm is an easygoing guy. I know Norm. Why the dislike? Something happened.
Well, let's see. When I first got on the show, he was so nice. He and Spade,
right,
were just like so nice. And then I don't know what happened. He just started. Like Garth Brooks was, we did like a pitch meeting, and he started saying things in the pitch meeting like, you don't want to do, like Garth Brooks was a guest.
Yeah.
Was a guest. I was like, I'm sure you don't want to do another fag sketch. Like things like that, people would laugh.
Oh dear.
I was like, why is he saying
All
why
of
is
this.
And then it got kind of old, like, Jesus, Norm, you're like another.
And it makes you inhibited in a writing meeting if someone's goofing on you every time you open up your mouth, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't care because I'm not gay. If I was like, some gay guy going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm just
right. And so the gay jokes kept going and going and going.
Yeah, the gay jokes kept going and going.
And then you finally said, hey, I've had it with you, Norm.
Well,
did you ever confront him?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but it's like a playful thing. He says it's like a Jack Benny, Fred Allen, kind of a feud thing.
But you don't see it that way.
No, I think he's I don't know. But he this is what happened. We were on a flight together. We didn't plan on being together on the same flight. We were flying from LA back to New York to do Saturday Night Live, and it was a red eye, and he's behind me, and we're getting along, whatever. He's talking about crapping on women, or I don't know what he was talking about, something like that.
Yeah,
and it was funny because he was so loud,
right?
So everyone else could hear it. I'm like, I just crap on this girl.
Yeah,
and I'm like, laughing,
right?
Because he's a funny guy.
Yeah. And
then I wake up. And, because it's a red eye, and one of my shoes is missing. And I was like, where's my shoe? And Norm's like, hey, you lost your shoe, huh? And then he leaves. And I'm like, so disoriented. And I'm the last guy in the flight looking for my shoe. And I just, walk off the plane with one shoe. And all the stewardess is like, you are funny.
Oh, no. So he stole your shoe.
He stole my shoe.
And he's playing goofs on you. He's not respecting you.
Right. And then I took his jacket on a really cold night.
Yes.
And his assistant called me at home going, I gotta get Norm's jacket. Please get me Norm's jacket. And she was like freaking out.
Right.
I was like, no, this is between Norm and I.
You can't play in this game.
I've interviewed Chris before. He's a good guy. Chris.
Thank you.
Is it not true that Jim Brewer, your former cast member, had a problem with you as well?
I think at one point he thought I stole an idea from him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, man, there's so much infighting. You got to admit.
But that's it, though.
Really?
That's not much for like 6 years.
With a lot of the cast members, and I think with Chris, do you remember that Rolling Stone cover came out, and they only put certain members of SNL on the cover?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Didn't that cause a lot of strife inside?
Yeah, well...
Why, they only chose certain amount of people for the cover. It was you.
Right, it was Will, me, Molly Shannon, and Sherry O'Terry.
And you did the cover, and the rest of the cast felt like, hey, what are we, garbage?
What is this?
But why be mad at you?
It was because of our characters, too. It was like there was the cheerleaders.
You were the breakout
the
guys.
Roxbury guys.
Right.
And Mary Catherine.
But aren't they mad or jealous because you guys broke out and they didn't? And don't they think that you should stick up for them and insist that they be on the cover as well? But you don't have that kind of juice.
No, what are we gonna?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only makes sense that they would be on the cover, but what are we gonna do? I mean, Norm wanted to be. There's a big stink because he wanted to be on the cover
by himself.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't know if he wanted. No, he wanted to be
in that picture.
I don't know. He showed up later, and then he wanted to be. He wanted to stand in the middle of us.
And you said no.
Well, it was just like weird.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Why are you
like who are you?
Right here is like my variety show. What?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess he thought he was the guy. All right, Chauncey, thanks. All right. Artie Lang, go ahead.
Hey, Hal,
Artie
what's
Lang.
up, man?
Yeah, hey, Artie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I like Chris. I think he's funny. But what he said before about that Rolling Stone cover is wrong.
All right, go. Artie's going to defend Norm, I guess.
Norm represents.
You know you might be wrong.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's just that Chris made it sound like Norm showed up begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Oh, no, he wasn't begging. He was just, like, assuming he was on the cover with us. And
Well, he was though.
I know he was.
But he wanted to stand in the middle as well.
No. They were begging Norm to do it, and he thought it seemed weird.
He didn't want to do it.
Right, he thought it seemed weird to stand in the middle of all you guys.
Oh, that's true.
They definitely wanted Norm to be on the cover because at the time, I mean, he was the funniest guy on the show. Howard, you've said that a million times.
I think Norm is hysterical.
He is. I already said that.
Yeah, and so does Chris.
But,
I think Chris.
he made it sound like Norm's begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
No.
You guys said no.
Hey, Artie, do you know why Norm has such a problem with Chris?
No.
What is his problem?
I don't know. I wasn't there when they met or all that stuff happened.
He's never really.
Well, you are Mrs. Norm
Wait a
Macdonald.
minute, you weren't there during the shoot either, but you know all about that.
As a matter of fact, I was, because me and Norm had already done the movie, and I had lunch with his assistant, and we went over there.
There you go.
They said that this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh.
So I wouldn't take it seriously. If this guy fired you, you may still have a job. You never know.
Norm is here. Norm's so much in the news every time I turn around.
What? Oh, me in the news?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Hotter than ever.
Yeah.
My gosh. Looks like they did you a big favor over there at NBC.
Yeah, they hate me.
Oh, but look what happened to you. Became a movie star, just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But hadn't you already started filming this movie long before that whole controversy began?
Yeah.
So what do you make of all this? What
do I make of it?
Yeah, what's the point?
The point of
they're
what?
trying to make, you know.
Who?
So
you got to explain to the people.
No, they read the papers. They know.
Yeah, they know that NBC has banned promotion or commercials featuring your movie on their network.
Yeah,
so
because this character, Don Ohlmeyer, he's the president of NBC, you see?
Yeah.
And he hates me.
Yeah.
But you've only met him one time, I understand.
I've only met him once.
So this is not a personal reason that he hates you.
Yes, he hates me personally.
But you like him, don't you?
I think he's a fair enough fella. I met him once. He seems like a stand-up guy. I don't hate anybody.
That's
you
right.
know Don Ohlmeyer?
I've met him a couple of times, sure.
He seems like a nice enough
Yes,
fella.
absolutely.
And I don't, put it this way. His best friend is O.J. Simpson, right? Now, if you can like O.J. Simpson, you can like me. You know what I mean?
I wonder what it is about you.
Feelings going up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. What do you mean?
Barbara Walters never listens to me.
Barbara, are you listening?
Yeah.
I have to talk to Sherry Shepherd. Fortunately, we share views on dinosaurs. But I can never get that lady, the old lady.
You are really wild. I mean, you're wild in that show, and you're wild in person.
What?
Yeah. Don't you think?
No, I think you're wild.
What is it like on the set of that show with you?
What is it like? Well, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Well, because you're so average.
She thinks you're
normal,
wacky.
telling me,
Well,
I think
I'm
you're
just saying it's hard to
wonderfully wacky.
memorize. We're not walking around the set going, hey, you know.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, Star Wars. I do not understand why people stand in line for days and days and days. They can't see the movie in 2 weeks. I mean, they don't have jobs. In any event, so I went to see Star Wars. I have never seen any of the Star Wars, and I felt terrible about it until I learned that
I never saw
seen
it.
it.
Never saw the first
No,
one.
I never saw any of them.
No.
You never saw anything? You never wanted to see Star Wars?
No, I never liked them. I don't like those science fiction because my dad always hated them. And you know how you try to be what your dad, you try to be, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, I watched that Twilight Zone. Remember that show?
Uh-huh.
And oh my God, my dad hated it because it was too fantastical, and he thought I should be doing the chores. And I remember one time me and my brother were watching Star
My
Wars.
son was. Have you ever seen Star Wars? 10 minutes later.
It goes on. That's Norm.
I mean, we only have 2 more minutes.
I was just giving you a little backstory.
You were going to take steroids?
Yeah, but then I found out, you know that they shrink your testicles? Did you know that? I swear
thought
to
that was
God.
the fun part. You know what? Have you looked at this little action figure? I'm telling you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Too bad.
And I have to say, Norm, that speaking as you just did, you fit right into this category. And we may just add you every day to our Hot Topics. Norm, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back. So try these words out. Droll, sarcastic, controversial, hilarious. Well, those are some of the words that are used to describe Norm Macdonald's character on his sitcom Norm. But as you will see in this clip, people may think twice before they use the words smooth or charming. Take a look.
Hey, Lori. Hey, look, I can see your underwear there.
You're supposed to see him.
Yeah, that's a little desperate, isn't it?
I'm playing tennis with Shelley.
You playing tennis with Shelley?
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea that would even be more fun for you. If I played tennis with Shelley, while you, I don't know what you do, who cares?
And in spite of that, please welcome Norm Macdonald.
What's up, man?
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. Yeah, he's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into this,
this.
and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. Get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Now, for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up!
Shut up! Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Guess we're not in LA. It's not as scary.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying LA is.
Dang. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Do we race downstairs?
No. You just want to go downstairs.
Yeah, I do too. Fuck it.
I want to go downstairs. No, you don't want to be in an elevator.
I was say I don't want to take the elevator or go down 64 flights.
It'll be done.
5 years.
You'll be like.
It's 4th of July and it's in Trump Tower. I understand.
Let's just talk about this.
What's the most exciting thing that has happened to you this year?
The most exciting thing?
Mm-hmm. Do you get excited?
No, I don't remember anything exciting happening to me. I mean, that earthquake was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The fault line.
Reminded you of that that Giants World Series.
That's right.
Know the end this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
Anthony Jeselnik, are you going to be live tweeting Last Comic Standing Wednesday at 10 p.m.? You have to now.
Oh, I do. I think I keep thinking that NBC is going to tell me to stop, and they won't.
Is that an assumption that you're just not going to be asked back?
Because they're like, oh, we love you, did a great job, but they just had to cut so much of my stuff that I don't know if I would. If I could maybe go back, but I would just be smarter about it. I would just know. Like, my biggest interest was just riffing with Norm. So I wish I hadn't written so many jokes that they were just going to cut all of them and just been kind of loose and screwed around more.
Yeah, it's all for time. It's really amazing. Anytime you record anything for television, you record 2 hours for a half hour, and it all just winds up.
Oh, these were like 5-hour tapings. 100 comics, and most of them you don't even see. There are people who get past the first round who they cut out entirely, just for time. Like, it's weird how they have to do it. I just assumed that they would ignore all the comics and be like, we've got this great show with Anthony and Norm, like, getting into fights. Let's show that. Nah,
spinoff.
I thought that would have been amazing. But
I think America thinks that would be amazing too.
I see tweets like that like, you guys should have like a sitcom together.
I don't know how he didn't get one of those desks. Ferguson, Letterman. Like, how did Norm Macdonald not wind up behind one? He
almost like followed Conan. I think at one point they weren't going to have him do an after show after Conan. Wow. I run into Norm. We're doing press like to promote the show. We're doing Larry King together. And Norm and I love Norm, but we kind of fought for the first couple episodes. Like, it was uncomfortable, and then we figured out how to work together. And
what are you fighting about?
Just like who's going to be the funny one? It's just two alpha males. You know, where he would make a joke and the audience would get mad at him. So I would make fun of him to get the crowd back, and he doesn't appreciate that. So we're like figuring it out.
If I go to the ATM machine at night and it's like a white lady getting money out her account, I won't get out my car.
When you were at the ATM machine, you were no longer a black guy. You were a human being.
That was great. Almost racist, but then you got it right under the bar, Norm. That's why I love you. Keep it going for DC Urban, everybody. Great job, DC. And so we're backstage at Larry King, and he's like, I don't know how to promote this thing. I don't know what to talk about. So when I talk about these comics, and I go, no, let's do this. Let's say that we had this horrible rivalry, and that we hate each other, and just talk trash about like things we would do to each other backstage, and like all these how much we hate each other. He goes, that's great. Let's do that. That's really funny. And I'm like, all right, great. So I go around for weeks. And I'm just throwing Norm under the bus, talking about how much I hated him and what an awful person he is. And Norm has completely forgotten that we've made this deal. Norm is just talking about how nice I am and how funny I am everywhere we go. And he still hasn't brought it up to me, but I can't think he's happy. I can't think he's happy that I'm just...
Regarding Norm, you know, both of you guys have definitely different styles, but both of you, I think, have a real cerebral approach to your craft. And I'm just wondering, from you coming up, what did you learn from a colleague like Norm Macdonald?
You know, he wasn't my colleague until just recently, so coming up I couldn't really learn anything from him, but I learned from watching him on SNL when he was on Weekend Update of just that, believe in your joke. And if the audience doesn't get it, you still need to believe in it. You know, like, not every joke has to hit. You don't want to be a crowd pleaser. You want to be a great comedian. And Norm seemed to always be going that way. So I always looked up to him, always loved him, which is why meeting him and getting to work with him was such a huge disappointment. I don't regret doing it. But like now when that I'm watching it, I'm furious. And they don't seem to mind that I'm furious in like a funny way. Like, I'm still promoting the show by going and like slamming it and talking about how great I am and how much better I am than everybody else on the show. You know, they really don't care. Like, I don't know if you've seen my Twitter, but like I live tweet this show and they're borderline war crimes what I'm doing. Like,
I will now. Wednesday, 10 p.m. We're all going to be following Anthony Jeselnik on Twitter as he live tweets Last Comic Standing, and then of course Norm being at the end chair. That's just manna from heaven. Like, thank you, God.
Sure, but
to watch Norm Macdonald.
That was like why I took the gig, was to work with Norm. I was like, oh, that's amazing. When am I going to get a chance like this again? Let me do this. And the way he was in the taping is so much better than the way they edit that it kills me. Like,
why? Because I think he's really good on the show.
He's
really
good on the show.
Constructive advice.
He's good, but it was fascinating to see him like unfiltered, especially when they took out all the bad comics. Some of the funniest stuff on that show is when a bad comic comes up and the judges trash them, I'm trashing them. Like, that was really fun, and that's all gone. They didn't want to embarrass anyone. So it's like the one reality show where they don't want the drama. And Norm was like borderline a monster to people. Like, he would say things that would kill me, that I would be like on the floor dying laughing. Like, I would have to take time. One of my favorites was he told this one girl, he said, he just like, and she did fine. Like the other two judges really liked her, and this is what would happen was like the other two judges would like the person, the crowd liked the person, and then Norm would just be like, I think you suck, and it would be like everyone's like, I can't believe you're saying this, and I can't believe you're so against the other two judges. But so this girl, he says, she's done fine. The other judges like her. Norm says, I thought that was horrible. I think you're one of the worst people I've seen in this whole competition. And I'm like dying laughing. And then he goes, I think that you are incapable of writing a joke. And she goes, oh, well, I'll work on that. She's trying to be nice. She's like, okay, thank you. I'll work on that. And he goes, no, don't work on it. I said you are incapable. And that was the most like crushing thing he could have said to someone. I can't think he's happy that I've just
But what
been
happened that night on
slamming
Larry
him.
King?
We weren't on together. We weren't on together. No.
Oh, it sounded like you guys were going to go.
It was like I went on first and then he went on second. So I went on and like kind of trashed
Larry
him.
King. He did it when I
Loves
was on
him.
SNL.
Oh yeah.
My money, pizza, the best vegetable. Hello.
He said his favorite Larry King story, and I still think this is hilarious. Is someone's talking to Larry King, and Larry's like, "You lost your son, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, I lost a child." And Larry King just goes, "Paul Newman says you never get over it." Like, that's the only way he could relate to someone who lost a child, was what Paul Newman said once. Like, the guy's just completely out of his mind.
This is what I heard Larry King say to a guy once. The guy had lost his child. Oh, no. And Larry King goes, Paul Newman told me, you never get over it. It's like some unfeeling psychotic. Can I try an Adam Carolla impression?
Yes.
Let me try.
Do whatever you want.
I don't know if I can do it, but give me a subject that I can rant about.
Dancing with the
talk about
stars.
people that recycle or people that smoke
Let
cigars.
me tell you something about.
Is that what you said?
What is it? He's almost like Andy Rooney.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something first of all about people that recycle. If you're 21 and you're still thinking you should be recycling, maybe it's time for a different sort of, right?
Well, he'll have an opinion on the weirdest things, like crushed ice or the cubed ice. Yeah. Go ahead, Adam.
The what? The crushed ice or the cubed ice?
Yeah.
Well, the crushed ice guy is always the guy that's hanging around the island in the...
Like, how could somebody...
He wants the crushed ice.
Right. He'll all of a sudden have 30 minutes on crushed ice. It's something about it angers him. I'm not even making fun of him for
The
it.
square ice is more like you get a tumbler, you put your ice in, and you're drinking.
And the crushed ice?
So, that's what it's almost like Andy
ice
Rooney.
is like
It's almost like Andy Rooney improv.
Crushed ice.
And by the way, I don't know if you've seen Andy Rooney lately, but that guy with those kind of eyebrows should not be giving advice to anybody. I mean, that's
Every
like
Sunday we go through this.
It's like if
I agree.
I like my favorite thing about Andy Rooney is he uses way too many examples.
Give me an example.
Can you give us
he's like, there's a lot of cotton now. And medication. Here's a bottle of an antipsychotic I take, mostly cotton. Here's another bottle of pills, something called Aleve. Let's open it up here. Mostly cotton. About 13 pills.
Most people here would stop, but Andy, keep going. Keep going. So you have to commit. Come on.
Here's something called Tylenol. Another one called Advil. I've got 35 of them. Here's the cotton. Here's the pills. You know.
I can let him keep going. If he can keep thinking of things.
One time he goes, we always use hand dryers in the bathroom, and then the highest production value is the clips they use in the Few Minutes with Andy Rooney. So he goes, we all use hand dryers. Cuts to like a video of a guy's hand under a dryer.
Yes. Necessary?
That's the
I
guy's.
don't think so.
The guy's on B-roll.
My headphones keep going in and out, but that's all right.
How's your battery?
If I meet one more chick that wants to become a veterinarian.
He never said that, did he?
No, that's the other one.
Oh. Okay.
That's Carolla.
Oh.
That's sort of.
Oh, yeah, yes.
First of all, if you want to be a veterinarian.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Todd, talk to Adam Carolla as
Todd Glass is with us. The thing about Todd that always got me is he's one of those yellow shirt guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Who did you want me to talk to, Mass?
Colin Quinn.
Oh, Quinn.
Talk to Adam Carolla?
Yeah.
You know, who cares?
Colin
Crushed
Quinn.
ice. Cubed ice. I gotta listen to Adam Carolla now. He's gonna go off for an hour and a half.
I always loved Colin Quinn because it was kind of like he just missed it.
Missed what?
He was really big, but kind of at the wrong time.
Oh, this is
Yes.
Adam Carolla.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm very confused right now. No, Norm's a good guy. Adam Carolla. Oh, Jesus. I'm very lost right now. I'm not going to lie.
It's okay. You know what?
Just shut up.
No, we get confused all the time. We did Death. Once you do Death on Family Guy, it's like everybody knows you as Death. You could be anything. You could build your life as like a heart surgeon, work on that for a while.
Oh my God! I just put that. Didn't Adam Carolla take over for you as Death on Family Guy?
Yeah, Norm did it first, and then I think of it doing.
That's right. I just realized that.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance.
As the old refrain goes, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. And then there's Andy Rooney.
I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about people. People are everywhere nowadays. It seems like you can't go anywhere without bumping into some people. People follow you when you're shopping, they ask you for directions, and sometimes they ask you what time it is. People never know what time it is. They have to ask you. There are over 4 billion people in the world. That's a lot of people. And I suppose most people like each other all right, but I don't. I don't like people, and I never have. I guess that makes me bad. Advertisers are always using people to help sell their products. Here's something called cornflakes. It's got a picture of some people on the box. I guess we're supposed to think, well, these people like cornflakes. I guess I will too. But I don't think that. I don't like people, and I don't like pictures of people either. There's even a magazine now about people. It's called People Magazine. This issue has a picture of some fellow's head on it. Bet that's a good article. Here's a box of letters from different people. Seems there's nothing people enjoy more than writing me letters. Here's one from Washington. This one's from Ohio. Here's one from North Dakota. This one's from Paris, Texas. Now, I don't know where Paris, Texas is, but I do know this. I'm getting pretty tired of cities in Texas naming themselves after cities in France. Here's one from Chicago. This one's from Iowa. Here's one from Iowa, too. This one's from Montana. Here's one from some place called Kansas City. Here's one from Wisconsin. This one's from Arizona. Here's one from Las Vegas. Here's one from Virginia. Oh, and here's another one from West Virginia. This one's from Indiana. I don't know where this one's from, but it's yellow and it has a big stamp on it. This one's from Colorado. Here's one from Michigan. I receive about 100 of these letters every single day. I never open them. I don't like opening them. I set fire to them. Then I pour water on the box of burning letters to put out the fire. Then I take the whole mess and I dump it out my window on the people below. People don't like that much, but I like doing it to them. I suppose that makes me bad.
You know, what's still funny is Cleese.
Oh my God!
Hysterically funny.
No,
Eric Idle not so much, but boy, Cleese. They did a sketch when I was on, Cleese and Palin. It was funny, between dress and air, they went to the museum.
Wow.
They're so smart, you know. Everybody else is hanging out. So anyways, they did the parrot sketch and another sketch. So I'm running down to see them, you know, you can see them live in dress, you know. I mean, not dress,
yeah, I think because people either didn't know it or they knew it so well, it was like, cool, oh, they're doing it. I remember Lauren introduced me to Michael Palin once, and I felt, it was like the Bill Murray experience, where I'm like, everything I do is just like, like I saw you at 7, you know, like what do you say? And I was just like, hi.
Michael Palin, please don't applaud, we're short on time. Thank you.
And I'm John Cleese. One of my ex-wives died, you know, that it was very sad because it was the wrong one.
I tell you, until I met my wife, I always felt incomplete. Now I'm finished. My mother will be in a car and we'll be driving and she'll go, Ralph's. She'll just read words on building.
I'm 79.
Yeah. You're 79?
I don't look it, do I?
No, because my mother's 79 and...
She looks old.
Maybe that's the way it is with ladies and men.
I'm 79.
Yeah. You're 79?
I don't look it, do I?
No, because my mother's 79 and...
She looks old.
Maybe that's the way it is with ladies and men.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis were better anyway.
I had a moment of inspiration, and I'm telling you, Conan, it was the high point of my creativity, because she was, you know, she's probably about 92, and it's not very much fun being 92, I think, because, you know, all the people at the home are dying around you like flies, you know, you're just sort of chatting to someone, and then you go up and get your custard and come back, and he's dead. I rang her up one day, and she was quite seriously, really giving me all the reasons that she didn't want to go on living. And, you know, I felt helpless. I thought, what can I do? And I had this moment of inspiration. I said, Mum, I have an idea. And she said, oh, what is that? And I said, look, if you're still feeling this way next week, I have a friend in Fulham, and I could give him a call if you like, but only if you like. And he could come down and kill you.
As the old refrain goes, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. And then there's Andy Rooney.
I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about people. People are everywhere nowadays. It seems like you can't go anywhere without bumping into some people. People follow you when you're shopping, they ask you for directions, and sometimes they ask you what time it is. People never know what time it is. They have to ask you. There are over 4 billion people in the world. That's a lot of people. And I suppose most people like each other all right, but I don't. I don't like people, and I never have. I guess that makes me bad. Advertisers are always using people to help sell their products. Here's something called cornflakes. It's got a picture of some people on the box. I guess we're supposed to think, well, these people like cornflakes. I guess I will too. But I don't think that. I don't like people, and I don't like pictures of people either. There's even a magazine now about people. It's called People Magazine. This issue has a picture of some fellow's head on it. Bet that's a good article. Here's a box of letters from different people. Seems there's nothing people enjoy more than writing me letters. Here's one from Washington. This one's from Ohio. Here's one from North Dakota. This one's from Paris, Texas. Now, I don't know where Paris, Texas is, but I do know this. I'm getting pretty tired of cities in Texas naming themselves after cities in France. Here's one from Chicago. This one's from Iowa. Here's one from Iowa, too. This one's from Montana. Here's one from some place called Kansas City. Here's one from Wisconsin. This one's from Arizona. Here's one from Las Vegas. Here's one from Virginia. Oh, and here's another one from West Virginia. This one's from Indiana. I don't know where this one's from, but it's yellow and it has a big stamp on it. This one's from Colorado. Here's one from Michigan. I receive about 100 of these letters every single day. I never open them. I don't like opening them. I set fire to them. Then I pour water on the box of burning letters to put out the fire. Then I take the whole mess and I dump it out my window on the people below. People don't like that much, but I like doing it to them. I suppose that makes me bad.
We'll be back next week with another edition of 60 Minutes.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was a broken apart by you.
And now, a few minutes with Andy.
I have quite a few bad habits, which I'm not going to talk about now because I only have a few minutes. But swearing and using dirty words is not one of my vices. I don't use foul language, and I don't like to hear anyone else use it either. It doesn't make me a wonderful person, but I like this about myself, or I wouldn't be telling you about it. You don't hear dirty words on broadcast television very often, except on cable and satellite, because 30 years ago, the Federal Communications Commission banned their use in broadcasting. It was the right thing to do, but I know what words I think are okay to use and which ones are not, and I don't need the FCC to tell me what they are. Later this year, the Supreme Court will be deciding whether some broadcasters should be fined by the FCC for the brief use of those dirty words. They call them fleeting expletives. No one has ever explained what harm dirty words do, but it's like bad manners. I mean, life is a bootstrap operation, and dirty words may not be much, but they diminish the quality of all our lives by just a little bit. I think if the Federal Communications Commission left broadcasters alone, there would be very little profanity on the air because most people just don't want it. And if listeners don't want it, broadcasters wouldn't give it to them. I was in the Army for 4 years. I know all the four-letter words. I just don't want to be reminded of them on broadcasts. But I don't want a lot of government agencies trying to regulate what I can say or hear on the air either. Language is one of the best tools ever invented for anything, And English is by far the best language. We should be careful using it, though, so I'll damn well decide for myself what I can say and what I can't say.
I'm Scott Pelley. We'll be back next Sunday with another edition of 60 Minutes.
It's like with comics. It's like you have to love doing what you do and actually do it.
You're so
you know what I
right.
mean? Like you can't just like be lazy. That skates by for when you're naturally funny. You can be lazy at first, but eventually you got to get your shit together and work. It's
A lot of people don't know that you're on the road like 300-something days a year. You're doing stand-up.
I was trying to, B.B. King told me he did 320 days a year. Big man, with, and he had to prick his fingers. Everybody used loose steel. So I said, I'm going to try beat B.B. King. If he can do it, I can do it. But I never got past 300 I did last year.
But it was kind of a lot. Wow. You're like the Jay-Z of stand-up.
These broken pieces I hold in my hands don't have a chance to mend at all. Before they get thrown into chaos again, I try to pretend I'm whole enough to stand in this world so unsteady.
This weekend, veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, boring and uncreative. Admitted Brinkley, there was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body. The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? The mysterious Indonesian accused of illegally raising millions for the Democratic Party. Earlier this week, Secret Service logs showed that Mr. Wong had visited the Clinton White House more than 60 times. But on Friday, administration spokesman revealed that there are actually 2 John Wongs. Furthermore, they stressed that the John Wong who visited the White House is a different man. He isn't the fundraiser. He's the guy who killed Vince Foster.
Rejecting conspiracy theories that President Clinton killed Vince Foster, a report out this week from independent counsel Kenneth Starr has officially concluded that Vince Foster took his own life. Among other things, the report cites evidence that Foster was deeply depressed in the days leading up to his death. Although the report does concede, Foster was deeply depressed because President Clinton was trying to murder him.
On Capitol Hill this week, 17 Republican congressmen formally asked the House Judiciary Committee whether there is sufficient evidence to begin impeachment proceedings against President Clinton. In response, the president said, quote, hey, you know who would have the answer to that question? Vince Foster.
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, none of this. He's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Oh.
Who are the murderers? Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, we're not allowed to. You're not allowed to put out no accusations without.
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into
that.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up! Shut up! Look,
say.
Let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it.
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing. Pretend.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him now.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage at work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm,
all right, then. Let's see.
Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe George or Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
Really? And this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right. His career's over after this anyway. Who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving along? No, You're Bill going to get to the point. Bill Cosby.
Oh, Cosby.
Oh, God. Cosby. What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Now, Bill Cosby is a great man, first of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did to Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club, and he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yeah,
right?
so I'll get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay?
All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah. What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire? Oh, yeah. You know what? Tonight, Norm and I... Please. I like Bill Cosby.
We've been down this road together. We've been seeing the colors fade.
Norm Macdonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him tonight? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal and biased, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about The Millionaire?
Yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to talk about The Millionaire. Don't tell how much
Don't tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know. Okay. He doesn't answer anything anyway. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on Enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
I wish I could be nervy. And I'm in the wrong business because I feel uncomfortable if, I'm going ahead on someone online like, hey, we're on the list, or...
oh, I hate that. Don't you know who I am?
Yes, or just getting things free. I
don't feel worthy.
I feel...
Why me? Why should I get something for free?
Or just even this is me trying to sell my book, but... Yes, I those nervy people that have it. I envy delusional people I envy people that have an entitlement.
Speaking of nervy and delusional people, how was it working with Norm Macdonald?
Oh, no.
You were on tour with him, right?
Yes.
I visited you guys at the Ice House.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes.
And I saw both your stand-ups. It was very good.
Now,
and
I got to say something about Norm. He's a lot of things.
he's nervy and what?
No, he's
insecure.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but he really
but what comedian
feels funny selling himself.
Yeah.
He really, like you see on Twitter, he goes, yeah, Netflix, I do his voice, which he hates. Anyone does it. Netflix says I should push my special. So I give him credit that when we did the road, he would sell out, and he never tweets, dudes, tickets going fast. He feels funny selling himself.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I would too. I hate that.
I mean, yeah, hey dudes, man, my show rocks. So he wasn't nervy and delusional. No. He he was delusional that he thought I was one time on. You were there in Denver.
Yeah, Denver Comedy Works. Saw you open for him.
You missed a show where he was screaming at me from the side because he thought I was ripping him off.
I heard there was an incident on the late show. I was at the early one.
He was getting a little weird. It was a weird place in Denver because it wasn't the city of Denver. It was like being in
Boulder or something?
It was being in Orange County without the character. You know, right, that area?
Yeah, there's the downtown Denver Comedy Works.
Which is fun.
Then they have the other one. It's
the other one.
It's like 40 minutes away,
Wow.
but it's bigger venue. It's still nice, but
if you don't have a car and you we stayed in some weird condo where Norm had to stay in the lobby in some weird lobby in a room, and then I stayed in a condo, and there was nothing but a TGIFs and a movie theater, and he forgot his pants. Oh. And he's going, so I had to be his assistant, like, what the fuck am I going to do? I forgot my pants. Oh. And I said, I'll go to the mall. And I thought it was a mall, but it was just restaurants in Denver.
No. Oh, no.
So
did he get pants?
I said, just go up in your sweatpants.
Oh, you go.
And you didn't notice, right?
I didn't. It makes me mad that I'm not that observant, but I was in the balcony.
He had a funny thing about Bill Cosby. One of his opening things. He goes, I love Bill Cosby. I model everything in my life about him. Everything about him I think is glorious. I just think everything he does is great except his comedy. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought he did a bit about... what was his bit about? People were outraged about Cosby, and they said the worst thing was the hypocrisy.
Yes.
And he goes, I think the drugging, the raping,
that was worse than the hypocrisy.
The misleading, the hostage, the hypocrisy is like 7 things down.
He did a Stern appearance recently. It was very good, too.
Which what?
Stern. He was on Stern about 2 months ago.
He's just, you hear just amazing stories, and, he's just, it's fun to work with, except if he forgets his pants and screams at you from the side of the stage. But he missed that show. But I envy... But in a way, I think we're all delusional because we're going to die, so we have to come up with projects like this book. No, I'm just kidding.
To distract ourselves.
Yes, creative things. But
I'm a New Yorker. New York? Nice. I actually got into an argument on the subway, and the guy quoted the Bible at me. That is not fair. Like, if you get to quote from your favorite book, I should be able to quote from my favorite book, right? He was like, men do not live on bread alone, Matthew 4:4. And it's like, everybody's a little bit magic, Harry Potter, chapter 7. It's not a fair fight, right? One of those books is a classic about a man who has sacrificed himself for the good of the world, and the other is the Bible. Do you know what I'm saying, people?
Roseanne, what are your thoughts on Harrison?
Well, I just love you, Harrison. You're fantastic. And you're real brave. I mean, the stuff you're talking about, Bible jokes, that's some brave.
Thank you.
And
I disagree. I don't think the Bible joke is brave at all. I think if you're going to take on an entire religion, you should maybe know what you're talking about. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
Huh?
Okay. I don't like it.
You get a lot of attention on Twitter sphere for being open about your religious views. What are they?
I'm a Christian. It's not
Devout?
stylish to say now.
No, are you devout?
Yeah.
You believe in the Lord?
Yes, I do.
You think you're going somewhere when it ends?
I don't believe it, but what people don't understand about faith is that you have to choose it. You know what I mean? They think that you believe it, but you have to choose it.
So you choose to have faith?
Yes.
That means you believe you're going somewhere. What is faith? But I have faith.
Yeah, the same way that you believe. There's a lot of things I have faith, but I don't really believe in DNA. Like if I was on a jury and a guy was predicted that his DNA was on this cigarette, I go, I don't know what DNA is.
I see. So you don't have faith in that?
No, I don't have faith in science.
Really?
Well, think about it. Haven't scientists always been wrong? Like they used to think the sun went around the earth. Everybody say, hey, that's scientist. Well, he's so smart. We'll give him a white cover.
Other science refuted it.
Right, but back then, everybody at that time thought that guy was smart. Why at this time do we think that the earth goes around the sun?
Did Christ think the world was flat?
Huh?
Did Christ think the world was flat? These are questions I ask.
You know, I tweeted Richard Dawkins, this famous atheist.
Yeah, I know he is.
And, of course, he just thinks I'm a moron, because he went to Cambridge and I dropped out of high school. But I asked him, I said, why does life insist? And they didn't understand. What's that mean? I'm like, well, it means, I thought he was smart. So I said, why does life,
I know what you mean,
need to create other life?
Right.
Why do you have to procreate? Why do you have to live?
And fight to stay alive.
Yeah, fight to stay alive and make sure that your genes stay alive. Why do you have to do that? Why, if nothing matters, wouldn't the obvious thing to do be go extinct? You know what I mean? To me, that would be the clear and obviously self-evident thing to do. And, in fairness to Richard Dawkins, he said, oh, well, that's a philosophical question that I'll ask my friends and I'll try to get back to you. So it was very nice. But I think it lies at the heart of theology, and people of faith, especially in this town, they'll say, you believe in an invisible man in the sky. And they already throw on you their ideas of what you believe in, although they don't know what you believe, they don't know what you think of as God, But the one question that always bothered me and always bothers everybody is, how can children die if there's a benevolent God, right? And how can 6 million go through the chimney at Birkenau,
Mm-hmm.
And this is a question that I think I have an answer for, because I think a lot about this kind of stuff. Because I'd really like there to be a God. I don't know at all, but I really would like there to be a God.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sarah Silverman told me, she's like, so you really believe in it? I go, I'm trying, She's like, you believe in an invisible man in the sky? She says it that way. So I'm like, well, whatever, if you want to say it that way. So she's like, well, good luck with that. And I'm like, well, it's a good luck for you, too. It's not like your idea of being thrown on the ground, having dirt tossed on you is such a beautiful, great idea.
That doesn't bother me.
Dirt thrown on you forever?
I mean, yeah, because I just sort of feel like it's probably just a blissful state of non-existence that I had before Boy, I'm going to be really.
Well,
it's going
but
to
if
be
you
a
have-
huge bummer if that's not.
But
the
if
case.
you have a blissful state of non-existence, then you're talking about an afterlife.
Well, okay, blissful is probably the wrong word. I just meant I'm not aware of anything. I think it'd be great if there was something, but if there's not, I think the worst thing would be your consciousness lives on, but there's nothing. So you just feel,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that would be hell.
I suppose.
I mean, Nabokov, I think, was the guy who said like he saw a picture of himself. I'm sorry, he saw a picture of his parents, and his parents had his older brother in his arm, and his mother had his older brother in her arms, and his mother and father and his older brother. But he had not been born yet. And he said he felt no grief or terror at that picture.
Sure.
Where he didn't exist.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting. Like it's what you're saying.
Right.
That why be afraid of not existing? Because it's not really you that dies. It's the world that dies.
Sure.
And everything there is. Everything there is and everything.
I mean, I think it would be fantastic if there was some sort of a transformation of, this is a conservation of emotional energy that, once your emotional energy forms, it can't ever be destroyed, and it just disperses into the universe somehow, and you're a part of this thing that is you can't comprehend now, but once you're there, you'll totally get it.
It's very hard to believe.
But it'd be great if that were
Of course, it would be great.
I don't fault anyone.
But here's my answer
that.
for the
What's the answer
for the chimneys? Here's what I believe: if there is a God, and if He is good, and if He created the universe and the earth, then an all good being, what can He create? He can't create good, because that would just be expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So all He can create is bad. So He creates bad, and then in a cool twist, the bad that He creates is allowed itself in a godlike way to create good from the bad. Because originally God created good from the bad, then bad from the good, and then He gives man the exact opportunity. So just from a standpoint of logic, which, is what atheists always try to say, I believe that there is an answer for the question of why God allows horrors, and that's what I come up with. But
I also,
I have a rabbi who I talk to a lot. I'm not Jewish.
No, Macdonald. No,
I was for a year, but he's the guy that knows. He's a scholar. Like my pastor doesn't know anything. Like he's just a pleasant guy. And he has.
I don't know. You should probably look that up. What is there?
I know. If you ask him a direct question, you go, "Huh? What? Didn't you hear my sermon?" And the sermon's always like, how to be a nice fella, or something. It's always nonsense. But this pastor, I phoned this pastor because I try to read the scriptures and study them. Last week I asked this priest, this rabbi. I was saying, like in the Old Testament, they have the Lord's Prayer. And in the Lord's Prayer, he says, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And I said, how could God lead us into temptation? It's without His boundaries, it's without His fence. God can't do that, if I'm correct about the God of the Old Testament. He cannot. It's not in His nature. The devil can, but not God. So the devil's hard to believe in. Of all the religions, it's hard to say one's worse than the other, But I can say with all belief that there's one religion that's just not true. And that's the Church of Satan. I think it even purports to be not true. Like, it's like, there's a guy that's bigger than me.
Well, I think some of them, I think some of the people who were, and I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but just some of the stuff that I've seen online, I think some people adopt it as kind of a counter, like, okay, well, you guys have that guy over there with the beard, and then we have this guy, and we should all be accepting. It's not just that one, or just like, you know, I think sometimes I think it's
But do you really want to have a personal relationship with the devil? A guy, you know, it's the only religion where there's a bigger, stronger guy outside, you know, of the that the Satanists say exists.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
But they say we're going to go with the
guy
underdog.
who was because that guy, like, you know, that guy wasn't popular. He got cast out. So like, we're going to be with this guy over here because
maybe that's it. Maybe he's an outlaw.
Yeah, he's kind of an outlaw. Yeah, exactly.
He's definitely the original outlaw. Look, I don't want to say too many good things about the devil. But I guess he was, now that you say it, you know, he was the original
I hadn't really thought about it before, but I guess now, yeah, he was the original guy who got kicked out of the party. You know, like who doesn't relate to that?
Exactly.
You know, it's like big popular guys having a party, and there's naked people running around, you know, there's snakes and apples, there's a beautiful garden. It's like, yeah, they get kicked out, you know, come on. Everyone knows what that feels like.
It's funny, like, you know, people think that whatever your religion you are, Christian or whatever, that you're so self-righteous, but actually, you know, they feel they're sinners. You know, when I was a Christian, I would sin all the time, and like I ate apples. That's on page 1 of the book. The worst possible thing you could do. And but anyways, I'm right now I'm of no faith. You know,
but you're looking for answers.
yeah, I'll find something. You know, I'm probably closer to Judaism right now than anything else.